നമ്മൾ കാസിനോ ഹോട്ടൽ പേരിട്ടു. That became Casino Group of Hotels. That's before internet.
Okay.
After internet, before internet, tour operators would tell their clients, പേടിക്കണ്ട അവിടെ കാസിനോ ഇല്ല, പേടിക്കണ്ട അവിടെ കാസിനോ ഇല്ല. So that was a safety net. But after internet came, the safety net disappeared. Those who did not want a casino will not come to us because the name is casino. Those who wanted a casino, when they came to us, they got disappointed. See, internet or artificial intelligence are only mechanisms for communication. For a person to, once you arrive there, to remove all that, the better it is. Without television, without AI, without internet, he'll enjoy himself. He's come here to experience pristine nature, experience culture and people. And they plan to expand to Kerala. ആ ആർട്ടിക്കിൾ വായിച്ചിട്ട് the Jayasri Tambarati, the queen of Kollangood Palace, Bengunan Rajas, she gave me a call and said, the palace that we are living in, which is falling on our heads, can you people convert into a hotel?
സർ, ഇപ്പോൾ CGH ഗ്രൂപ്പ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് സാർ പറഞ്ഞേക്കുന്ന ക്ലീൻ ഗ്രീൻ ഹെൽത്ത് എന്ന് പറയുന്ന കാര്യത്തിന് വളരെയധികം ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻസ് കൊടുത്തുകൊണ്ടാണ് CGH ഗ്രൂപ്പ് എന്നൊരു പേര് തന്നെ വന്നേക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ ഈ ഒരു പേര് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അതിന് കൊടുക്കാൻ ഉണ്ടായ ഒരു പ്രചോദനം എന്തായിരുന്നു?
എൻ്റെ ഒരു സ്റ്റോറി പറയാം.
ഓക്കെ.
നമ്മൾ കാസിനോ ഹോട്ടൽ പേരിട്ടു. ദാറ്റ് ബിക്കെയിം കാസിനോ ഗ്രൂപ്പ് ഓഫ് ഹോട്ടൽസ്.
ഓക്കെ.
പേരിട്ടു. ദാറ്റ്സ് ബിഫോർ ഇന്റർനെറ്റ്.
Okay.
After internet, before internet, tour operators would tell their clients, പേടിക്കണ്ട അവിടെ കാസിനോ ഇല്ല, പേടിക്കണ്ട അവിടെ കാസിനോ ഇല്ല. So that was a safety net.
Okay.
But after internet came, the safety net disappeared. Those who did not want a casino will not come to us because the name is casino.
Okay.
Those who wanted a casino, when they came to us, they got disappointed. Therefore, we thought it must be important to change our name. So our core values at that time was environment, community and local. Okay. So that Earth fit that name very well. But the brand advisor told us, you can't call yourself a generic term like Earth Hotel. You must have a proprietary prefix to it. Okay. Why don't you put CGH? Okay. People read it as Casino Group of Hotels. Okay. And that the old casino people have not sold and gone away. But today, if you ask me what CGH stands for, I will not say Casino Group of Hotels. I will say clean, green, healthy. Okay. That's what the brand values.
Okay. And
that's the reason why we differentiate ourselves. And I believe that model has helped others, that has shown to others in Kerala and the world and India that this model can also be profitable. It can be very successful. Here I will come to the word type of customer which we use, the alert independent traveler, for whom travel is a voyage of learning, discovery. See how people live in other places. What are their aspirations? They like to know that it's not just thick carpet, good view. The modern traveler was evolving towards that direction. We saw that. India's ability to cater to that kind of customer is greater. So is Kerala. So was for an enterprise like ours. So we pursue that model. Now today, that's the future of tourism.
സർ, ഇപ്പോൾ ഫ്യൂച്ചർ ഓഫ് ടൂറിസം എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ ഇപ്പോൾ AI ടെക്നോളജിയും IT മേഖലയൊക്കെ ഒരുപാട് വളർന്നിരിക്കുകയാണ്. ഇത് എത്രത്തോളമാണ് ടൂറിസം ഇൻഡസ്ട്രിയിൽ അതൊരു ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻസ് വരുത്തുക, AI ടെക്നോളജിയൊക്കെ?
See, internet or artificial intelligence are only mechanisms for communication. For a person to, once you arrive there, to remove all that, the better it is. Without television, without AI, without internet, he'll enjoy himself. He's come here to experience pristine nature, experience culture and people. മറ്റേ ഇവിടെ വരണമെന്നില്ല. അങ്ങനെ ബെഡ്റൂമിലിരുന്നോ അങ്ങനെ ഓഫീസിലിരുന്ന് ചെയ്യാം. When you come here, it is come here to touch the earth, hear the sound of other people, hear the sound of the wind and the waves. So cut away yourself from all these things you mentioned, ITE or AI, all irrelevant. Okay. They don't matter for a holiday traveler. Business traveler his phone must ring, his alarm must buzz. അതൊന്നുമില്ല. In fact, for a time when we ran Bangaram, we we encourage people, remove your watch,
Okay.
take it away, and keep it aside. That is how when we changed the name from Casino Group Hotels to CGA Church,
Okay.
some newspaper carried that article that casino people have changed to CGA Church, rechristened themselves, and they plan to expand to Kerala.
Okay.
അങ്ങനെ ആ ആർട്ടിക്കിൾ വായിച്ചിട്ട് ദി ജയശ്രീ തമ്പരാട്ടി, ദി ക്വീൻ ഓഫ് കൊല്ലങ്കോട് പാലസ്, Bengunan Rajas, she gave me a call and said, the palace that we are living in, which is falling on our heads, can you people convert into a hotel? So I replied saying that palaces into hotels have been very successful in Rajasthan. Depends, if your palace is good, let's come and look at, we can look at that.
Okay.
Then she added a condition, she had a concern that in our palace, never has meat been eaten, never has wine been drunk. And when Lord Wellington came to her palace, to that palace in 1928, she said, my great-grandfather informed the Viceroy that never has anyone entered the palace without leather shoes.
സാർ കൊട്ടാരത്തിൽ പോയി ആ കൊട്ടാരം കണ്ടപ്പോൾ അതിൽ നിന്ന് പുതിയൊരു ഹോട്ടലിലേക്ക് പോകാം എന്ന് സാറിന് അട്രാക്ട് ചെയ്യിപ്പിച്ച എന്തുമായിരുന്നു?
ഞാനിപ്പോൾ പറഞ്ഞു വരുന്നത്, can you run a hotel without shoes, wine or meat?
Okay.
That for hotel, then that gave us the idea that these are the requirements of Ayurveda. So instead of making a hotel, we made that palace for Ayurveda.
Okay.
That's our entry into Ayurveda. We had no knowledge about Ayurveda.
Okay.
So we took advice. We took from the best people we knew from Ayurveda field, and appointed them.
Okay.
And we created that we will do exactly what Ayurveda requires without compromise. 2 weeks minimum stay. So that became our venture into Ayurveda. Kalari Kovilagam, ആ പഴയ പേരെടുത്തിട്ടു.
സാർ ഈ പേര് പറഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ നമ്മുടെ തേക്കടിയിലെ സ്പൈസ് വില്ല, കോക്കനട്ട് ലഗൂൺ, ഇങ്ങനെയുള്ള വളരെ വ്യത്യസ്തമായ പേരുകളാണ് സാർ ഇതിന് ഓരോ ഹോട്ടലുകൾക്കും കൊടുത്തിരിക്കുന്നത്. ഈ പേരുകൾക്ക് പിന്നിൽ എന്തെങ്കിലും കഥയുണ്ടോ?
The local culture, the local asset gave the name.
Okay.
Spice Village is in the Cardamom Hills, the land where the spices grow.
Okay.
The word village we used because we drew the architecture from the indigenous people of the hills. So land where spices grow, that village, grass thatched cottages came in as a tribal village. It was a tribal village, tribal village. Coconut Lagoon, on the other hand, was in the midst of backwaters.
Okay.
It reflected Kerala's culture, coconuts and rice. So that's Coconut Lagoon. And then you went on to Marari Beach, fisherman's village. So that was what Marari Beach. And Brunton Boatyard was an old boatyard which existed during Dutch times. And then George Brunton took it over and they used to build boats there. So while we use that name, only thing old about the name is Brunton.
Okay.
Is the only thing old is name. But we built hotel which will be similar to what the next door building is, the Aspinwall house. So colonial structure, which was that. We want to be local everywhere. So Brunton was local to Fort Cochin, Marari was local to the beach, Coconut Lagoon to Kumaragam, and Arayam Perayam from all over, including one of the houses we put there belonged to the family of the mother of EMS Namboodiripad, which is now located on Coconut Lagoon.
Okay.
In fact, there was a big story about that. Deshabhimani wrote an article about because when the hotel was being built, I did a trip along with Arundhati Roy. She was at that not yet published her book.
Okay.
God of Small Things. She was a presenter for a television program, and we travelled from here from Cochin to Kumaragam. And at that time, I told her about what we planned to do, how we're going, the new hotel that we've just opened, what it was. So when a book was published, I recognized our conversation in a book, in a chapter called God's Own Country. How the hotel people had converted old Arayim Parayim into hotels and telling people how the old Kerala lived. At the same time, she had a little in jest, in Tamashake, she wrote there, that in that same chapter, that EMS Namudripad, though he's a communist, still sold his house for a profit.
Okay.
And the old communists are working as waiters in the hotel.
Okay.
In the book, she's written that. So, EMS Namudripad's son is a chartered accountant, whom I knew, he's no more now. He asked me, in fact, they sent a journalist to Bangara, to Coconut Lagoon, and asked the manager, where's EMS house? And the manager said, there it is. This is the house. And where are the old communists working as waiters? So his aunt, then he said, that I don't know. You go and ask them which party they belong to. And that was written in jest. Right. But each place has got a personality, has got a culture and a story. We try to incorporate that culture, story and personality into the names. That's how these names came about.
ഇപ്പോൾ ആഗോളതലത്തിൽ ഒരുപാട് യാത്രകൾ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്, ടൂറിസം മേഖലയിൽ തന്നെ ഒരുപാട് പരിപാടികളിലും ഒക്കെ പങ്കെടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇതിൽ നിന്ന് വ്യത്യസ്തമായത് കേരളം ടൂറിസത്തെയും മറ്റ് രാജ്യങ്ങളിലെ ടൂറിസത്തെയും തമ്മിൽ കമ്പയർ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ എന്താണ് വ്യത്യാസം തോന്നുന്നത്?
കേരളം, as we said, it was a late starter. It had its own culture, its own politics, its own peoples. So to draw strength from that, that's Kerala's tanima. Kerala's big asset is our tanima. Our strength and our growth is because it became a new model, well differentiated. So every country in the world has its own success because it is the hotel or the tourism reflects what that country is known for. I will not go to say I go to London for what's London's culture, or to Paris for something else, for its art. Like that, Kerala has got a certain culture, Rajasthan has got another culture. Each place. So harness that culture, strengthen it, and boldly go forward with that. That, I think, is Kerala's model in success. You don't need seven stars or 20 floors. Small cottages is what Kerala was known for.
കേരള ടൂറിസം ഇനിയും വളരണമെങ്കിൽ എന്തൊക്കെ കാര്യങ്ങളായിരിക്കും ശ്രദ്ധിക്കേണ്ടത്?
Our question was recently asked. The Kerala conference was there in Trivandrum. So the biggest threat, there was an old tour operator, Panda, about 20 years ago, more than that, a French tour operator. And the Kerala was growing every year, going strength to strength. And then when we were having discussion, he said, Joe's remember this, watch it, that a day will come when Kerala will get defeated not by any external markets, by external competition, but by your own internal failures. What is it? It will be humble garbage that has the power to destroy Kerala's tourism. That's coming true.
Yes.
Our biggest threat to tourism today is humble garbage.
ബിസിനസ്സിലേക്ക് വരാൻ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്ന ഒരുപാട് യുവജനങ്ങളുണ്ട്. പക്ഷെ ഒരുപക്ഷെ അവർ പ്രൈവറ്റ് ജോലിയിൽ ഏതെങ്കിലുമായി ആ ഒരു ശമ്പളത്തിലൊക്കെ അങ്ങ് ജീവിക്കും. അതായിരിക്കും സാധാരണയായി കണ്ടുവരുന്നത്. പക്ഷെ അവരുടെ പാഷൻ ഉള്ളിൽ തന്നെ കിടപ്പുണ്ടാവും. അങ്ങനെയുള്ള യുവജനങ്ങളോട് അവരുടെ പാഷന്റെ പിറകെ പോകാൻ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അവരൊന്ന് എൻകറേജ് ചെയ്യാൻ സാറിന് എന്തായിരിക്കും പറയാൻ പറ്റുക?
ആരെങ്കിലും ഈ ബിസിനസ് രംഗത്ത് ഇറങ്ങിയവർ, what I would call them is entrepreneur. ഇപ്പോൾ ഒരു വാക്കുണ്ടായിരുന്നു, സ്റ്റാർട്ടപ്പ്. സ്റ്റാർട്ടപ്പിൽ പോയാൽ okay, lot of people fail, but many people succeed. People who succeed in enterprise are those who have an original idea, who are not afraid to pursue that original idea, and have the courage of their convictions. I'll really knowledge of the manda, but you must pursue it strongly to the hilt.
ജീവിത വിജയത്തിന് ഭാഗ്യം ഉണ്ടെങ്കിലേ പറ്റുള്ളൂ എന്നൊക്കെ പറയാറുള്ളതിൽ സാർ വിശ്വസിക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ?
വിശ്വസിക്കുന്നു, but I'll define it like this. Health will come to people who keep themselves healthy, who will pursue that, നടക്കാൻ പോകും, ഓടും, jogging. Health will come to people. Similarly, luck or bhagyam will come to people who are capable of receiving bhagyam when it comes in. Open your mind, Be prepared, do the extra mile, go the extra way. Bhagyam varnengil only if you try. Like they say, a ship, if you keep it in port, it will be very, very safe. If you go out kadali poyal, it will be unsafe. But if you want to go to your destination, you have to go in kadali poa battu. Face the risk. Only then bhagyam will come your way.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'll be safe at home, drawing your salary, and that's it. So you have to step out, take the risk, but eventually, if you calculate well, if you consider all the risks very well, and de-risk yourself, analyze it, build capabilities, risk വളരെ കുറഞ്ഞിരിക്കും. I don't know anyone who has entered into business and failed if he has done his homework correctly.
സർ, ഇപ്പോൾ സാറിന് ഒരു ഇന്റർവ്യൂവിൽ കണ്ടായിരുന്നു 25 സെന്റോളം ഭൂമിയുള്ള ഏത് മലയാളിക്കും ടൂറിസം മേഖലയിൽ വേണ്ടുന്ന രീതിയിൽ പ്രവർത്തിക്കാൻ പറ്റും എന്നുള്ള രീതിയിലൊരു ഇന്റർവ്യൂ ഞാൻ കേട്ടായിരുന്നു. സാധാരണ നമ്മളെല്ലാവരും ചെയ്യുക ഒരു വീട് വെക്കുക, അങ്ങ് സെറ്റിൽ ആവുക എന്നുള്ള രീതിയാണ്. അങ്ങനെയുള്ള മലയാളികളോട് ആ 25 സെന്റ് വസ്തുവിൽ നിന്നുകൊണ്ട് എങ്ങനെ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും ഈ ടൂറിസം മേഖലയിൽ, അതിനെക്കുറിച്ച് ഒന്ന് പറയാമോ?
Tourism is an industry. You can choose ഏത് ലെവലിൽ വേണമെങ്കിൽ പോവാം. 5-star deluxe, 500 crore investment വേണമെങ്കിൽ പോവാം. Or you can be you can be a homestay provider. And to your ability. Why would somebody come and stay in your home? They come because of your personality, your knowledge. Just give me one, cite as an example. In today's times, post-COVID times, local people are traveling locally. What are they trying to do? We have a hotel called Brampton Boatyard. And people from Tevra come and stay there. They go and see the Cochin sites, fish nets, old buildings, Chinese fishing nets. Yes, you've seen it. Now see the new eyes. What I'm coming to is, some entrepreneur in tourism, he must have, now it's immersive, with depth. See it new eyes, with your knowledge, with your passion, you can open people's eyes and give them an experience. So tourism has got the advantage of whether you can get into food, into guides, into hotels or homestays, in any way that you can do. So pursue it strongly and you will find, there was a seminar, it's called Kerala, summit called Emerging Kerala.
Okay.
And another chief minister's keynote address said that 2 factors changed Kerala. One was tourism, 2 was the phenomenon called NRK, non-resident Keralites. What did the NRK do? Went to Dubai, earned money, sent money here. And it made big bank accounts. What did tourism do? It create small enterprises all over Kerala. When in town, city, village, Katlam, all of them are extremely successful. Provided that you have meet up to some value system which you honor, which is relevant in today's times.
Sir, ഇപ്പോൾ CGH ഗ്രൂപ്പിന്റെ ഇനി ഭാവിയിലേക്കുള്ള പദ്ധതികൾ എന്തൊക്കെയായിരിക്കും?
At the moment now, CGH I was in CGH as MD and CEO from 1978 till 2018.
Okay.
For 40 years. Now I've stepped down. But I see extraordinary possibilities for CGH. Because in these times, now we have seen that we have gone past under COVID times, Mumbai, Kerala was growing, CGH also was growing very fast, high. During COVID, ellam tagarnu. Kerala tourism, global tourism fell down. Tourism was the first hit, worst hit, and longest hit. Now we're coming to a new phase, it's post-COVID. Already we are seeing that in post-COVID times, that numbers are historic. Kerala's name, CGH name, highest earnings. Why? Simple factor is, India, we used to receive before COVID 11 million foreign tourists into India. And 22 million domestic tourists went out of India
അതെ
for foreign countries. Now, our 11 million തിരികെ ആ ഇപ്പോഴത്തെ ലെവൽ എത്തിയിട്ടില്ല. Still lower than that. It's rising fast, foreign tourists. But 22 million went out. 90% still now do not go out because of high airfares. Before COVID, the airfare from Cochin to London used to be 40,000 rupees. Now Cochin to London is 1,50,000 rupees.
അതെ അതെ
So holiday makers now find that you can might as well holiday in India. So that raised a phenomenon called neighborhood travelers. They found that during COVID times, the traveling neighborhood that's as good as going to Thailand or to Switzerland. Kerala, that now has exploded the market. So I see that in the future, tourism is going to have an exponential growth path. What we have seen till now, Kerala has grown enormously. Now that's only from here to next step is going to be extraordinary step will take place. 2 reasons. More and more people from India are traveling within India. 2, Indian economy is growing. More and more people can afford to travel on holiday now. All these factors bring tourism and hospitality in a special area. Of course, there are other state government has to. My biggest critique is that create an. It is not the business of government to be in business. That is why KTDC is struggling. But at the same time, tourism represents for Kerala an extraordinary opportunity to take the state forward.
ഇനി ടൂറിസം മേഖലയിൽ വലിയൊരു മാറ്റം നമുക്ക് ഇനിയും പ്രതീക്ഷിക്കാം.
ഒരുപാട് so much so, I know there was a online meeting organized by the state planning board.
Okay.
Among the other, one of the participants was Nobel laureate Joseph Stiglitz.
Okay.
And the advice was Kerala must depend less on the soon to die fossil fuel economy. It has become indirectly dependent on because dependence on earnings from the Gulf. Instead, develop its own productive and creative genius. And in tourism, it's already shown itself. And in tourism, I think Kerala's those shown big steps, but still it's a small step to the extraordinary potential that tourism represents.
ഇനി വരുന്ന യുവതലമുറ നല്ലൊരു ടൂറിസം മേഖലയെ പ്രൊമോട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നത് പ്രതീക്ഷിക്കാനല്ലേ?
ഇനി വരുന്ന മേഖല must have depthful knowledge. It's a knowledge industry. Have a big passion, believe in what you want to do, and like tourism, it's food, it's environment. Broaden the horizon. Modern tourism will have art and culture. Binale, you saw how successful it has been. Calicut is now literature capital of India. So all these are formed part of tourism assets of India. So if you're a historian or a biologist, a farmer, all of which can somehow integrate yourself into tourism. But you must provide some value. That is necessary.
സാർ ഇപ്പം എന്തായാലും ഇത്രയും സമയം നമ്മളോട് സംസാരിച്ച് ടൂറിസം മേഖലയെക്കുറിച്ച് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എക്കോണമി, സാറിൻ്റെ ഒരു യാത്ര, CGH ഗ്രൂപ്പിൻ്റെ ഡെവലപ്മെൻറ്റ്സ് ഇതെല്ലാം ഷെയർ ചെയ്തതിന് സാറിനോട് ഒരുപാട് താങ്ക്സ് പറയുന്നു. പ്രേക്ഷകരും സാർ പറഞ്ഞതുപോലെ എക്കോണമിയിൽ നമ്മൾ സ്റ്റേബിളായിട്ട് നിൽക്കണം എന്നാണെങ്കിൽ ടൂറിസം മേഖലയിൽ ഇനിയും നമ്മൾ വളരേണ്ടിയിരിക്കുന്നു എന്ന പാഠം പഠിക്കുക. പുതിയ ഓൺടർപ്രണേഴ്സൊക്കെ വരട്ടെ എന്ന് ആശംസിക്കുന്നു. സാറിന് ഒരുപാട് നന്ദി. താങ്ക് യു.
Thank you very much.